Centro Histórico in Paraty, Brazil. Paraty is a coastal historic town in the state of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. It was first settled by the Portuguese in 1667. Its old churches, cobbled streets and nearby forests, waterfalls, islands and emerald green sea attract lots of tourists interested in mixing cultural tourism and more natural settings. The long process of stagnation experienced by Paraty throughout the 20th century, paradoxically, kept the colonial houses preserved in the whole known as the historic center, making the city one of the most sought-after tourist destinations in the country. Paraty grew in the 18th century as a strategically important port for exporting the gold mined in Minas Gerais. When shipments in nearby Rio began to attract the attention and ambition of pirates and privateers from rival European powers, the Portuguese began using Paraty as their safe port for getting their gold to Lisbon. Together with Ouro Preto, the town was part of the Royal Road, a route used to export gold in colonial times. It was also an obligatory sleepover stop for travelers between Rio and São Paulo until the late 1800s, when the inner road was opened. This caused Paraty to be forgotten, stalled in time, away from progress and disfiguration, and helped it preserve its old city as it was in the past. In the 1970s, it was rediscovered as a popular tourist destination. The streets of irregular stone circulate on foot, the entry of vehicles is prohibited in most of the historic center. Tourists from all over the world, attracted by the beauty of the typical architecture of Brazil colonial. The historic houses were requalified as inns, restaurants, craft shops and museums, amidst presentations by popular musicians and living statues. However, Paraty is much more than just a small historic town. Surrounded by mountains covered in the dense green of the Atlantic forest, the city is surrounded by parks and ecological reserves, making the region one of the most preserved in Brazil. There are more than 60 islands and 90 beaches in Paraty, most of which are accessible only by boat or trails. The beaches of Trindade are a separate attraction. In February 2009, the federal government defined Praia do Mio, in Trindade, as an integral part of the Serra da Bocaina National Park. On July 5, 2019, the colonial city of Paraty and Ilha Grande were declared a World Heritage Site by UNESCO. For their unique blend of historical and natural riches. It is the first mixed place, cultural and natural heritage, in Brazil. The recognized area covers 149,000 hectares and includes the historic center of the colonies of Paraty, founded in 1667 and declared historic heritage in Brazil in 1958. And 4 surrounding natural reserves, including Serra da Bocaina and Ilha Grande, in the region called Costa Verde. In the heart of the historic center of Paraty, where colonial architecture predominates and harmonizes with the cobbled streets, you will find the mansion that has the charm of the 19th century. Visitors looking to escape the sun and instead, soak up a bit of Paraty culture will enjoy exploring the cobbled streets of the town's compact historic center, Centro Histórico Paraty. Small enough to cover entirely on foot, the area is filled with a number of attractions unique to Paraty. Spend an afternoon people watching in the grassy lawns of quaint Martins Square or wandering through streets lined with old colonial architecture. A handful of churches are worth a visit, including in Ramires Nossa Senhora do Rosário, the largest church in Paraty, and Caplet in Nossa Senhora das Dores, religious home to Paraty's well-heeled. After church hopping, head to Rua do Comércio, where local merchants hawk handicrafts and Brazilian cuisine. Then unwind with incredible bay views at the Shambhala Agenda Spa, just a 10-minute walk from the historic center. The historic center of Paraty is bordered by our Domingos Gonçalves de Breu to the west, our Josefina Gabriel Costa to the north, our Frisca to the east and our or to the south. Like us and join us at Extreme Collections for more fun and knowledge.